Yo, what is going on, guys? So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about Summer of Pain a little bit. Just gonna be going over each path and what I personally used, and just some advice. If you go ahead and follow suit and do what I did as well. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. I was also thinking, I've been seeing a lot of people kind of struggling with the Grandmaster and having a lot of problems with him. So I've really been thinking about making like a dedicated guide to the Grandmaster to help you guys out, or anyone who's struggling with him. So if you guys would want to see that, I would put some serious time and effort into that. If it's worth me doing all that, let me know. If you guys want to see it in the comment section down below, just give me a little message or just drop a like on the video just to let me know that that's what you want to see, and I can start working on that. I got a couple ideas for it, just like a lot of tips that in each phase that can help you guys a lot because I've probably done the fight. I'm probably like top 5 in the world for like the most fights on the Grandmaster. Like me and Mysterio, I know we're both up there. We've both done that fight so much that we both have a very good understanding of it and just the Grandmaster itself. So I'm sure we can both offer a lot of tips. I know I've been thinking about a lot, but yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that. But let's get into today's video. So I made a little sheet here. This is what I used, if you guys just want to know. So for the Mystic Path, we used Longshot. Longshot was pretty good versus Venom and the Hydra Adaptoid, but he was pretty lacking against the Grandmaster. That was my first run of the Grandmaster, and it was probably, it was my first time fighting him in a long time, in like a few months. So I was also getting rewarmed up to the fight, but it didn't feel great with Longshot. It just doesn't feel awesome for the fight. If you could go Doom instead, that would definitely be better. Probably swap Longshot up for Doom if I wasn't gonna do it again. But Longshot did crush the individual fights, like Venom, he crushed that, and the Hydra Adaptoid, he crushed that. He's just versus the Grandmaster is probably my weakest run, just based on the champion alone, and it was also my first time fighting him. So I gotta give myself a little bit of leeway. That was my first time on that path. And then just for an example, the next time we fought the Grandmaster, the next path we did was the Hitmonkey path, Emma Frost Ghost, the skill lane. We soloed the Grandmaster on that run, the second run, which was after having a little bit of warm up and also a champion that I think is really good for the Grandmaster, and that I also have some experience fighting him. So that fight was, once I got there with Hitmonkey, I was already kind of warmed up and I knew what I was doing, so the solo felt pretty seamless at that point. But yeah, so Longshot was the first path, Mystic, and then Hitmonkey was the second. So Hitmonkey, the Emma Frost fight, it was kind of annoying with Hitmonkey, class disadvantage. I could definitely feel, like, once I got to Ghost, I was like, holy crap, I'm doing so much damage. And I'm like, oh yeah, I had class disadvantage for that whole fight against Emma. I kind of just forgot about it, but you do really feel it. The fight can drag on a little bit, and one slip up and she'll kill you. Like, you just mistime one special one, and it can happen, and you'll die. You just gotta take that fight really slow. My biggest advice for that Emma Frost up there, doesn't really matter who you're using, is just take it nice and slow. Don't give her any power when she's in her armor phase. Keep her below a bar of power and just chill. Just be patient, wait the phase out, wait till she goes back to the offensive phase, and then attack her, because when she has power in the armor phase, it's very hard to predict the AI. They're very likely to not throw it, but they still can, and it's happened to me. And that's how you easily get caught off guard. When they're in that armor phase, they have a bar or 2 bars of power, and you're like, okay, they're not going to throw it, I'll just chill back here. You can literally be holding your block, and boom, they'll just throw it out of nowhere. The AI will just do that sometimes. So yes, for that fight, no matter who you're using, just take it nice and slow for Emma Frost. For Ghost, same thing with Ghost. You kind of got to be patient. Only punish her specials. That's all I did. I pretty much only punished her specials. I made one heavy attack at like the start of the fight, and then after that, only punish her specials. It has Spite. You can use the Spite to your advantage to give her a little bit more power, and then yeah, just only punish specials and just engrave that into your mind. Okay, don't dash at her unless she has just thrown a special attack, because then you can never get faltered, and that's the biggest thing with that fight. As if you can just do that, the fight becomes probably the easiest fight in here, honestly. So yeah, that's great. And then next up we have Angela. Angela taking on Symbiote Supreme, and then Ghost. The Symbiote Supreme fight with Angela, I think I used a Revive or maybe even 2. Just I literally didn't even get hit. I just died to nullification and degen. It just adds up. It's annoying. My Angela's also not max sig. So yeah, I was taking some more of the nullification damage there. If she was a higher sig, I probably could have avoided a bit more. But I think Angela is a really solid cosmic option. I think this is a really good spot for her. I think that I highly suggest using her for this lane. She also just kills Ghost. I think we soloed Ghost no problem. It's very easy. Again, Ghost probably the easiest fight in here if you just get that into your mind to only punish her specials. Yeah, I think Angela's great for that cosmic lane. Yeah, just make sure you know how to evade Symbiote Supreme's special too, and you should be pretty good as long as you know that. You should be fine with Angela. And yeah, like I said, we already went over Long Shot, killed Venom. He killed the Hydrodaptoid. Grandmaster, not the best for. Like I said, I'd probably swap him out for Doom if I was doing it again. Next up, we have Warlock. So Warlock was actually really solid for Mr. Sinister. I soloed him and I still had like 70% or something. I took off Dexterity, put Suicides on, and yeah, Warlock absolutely crushed that Mr. Sinister. He did just a really great job. The Hydrodaptoid was a little bit rough with Warlock. That's the only downside here. It took me like I think a revive or 2 just because, you know, I was just pretty much baiting heavies, punishing, trying to get him to not throw his specials, just letting my, you know, attack. Warlock hits pretty hard, so you know, just trying to get him down with those hard hits, and not the best takedown, but he's really good for Sinister, and Warlock's really good for the Grandmaster as well, with his light attack reach and, you know, his critical damage multiplier, and his critical rate's also pretty good. So yeah, he was really solid against the Grandmaster. Felt really good using Warlock there. Yeah, he's a great champ for the Grandmaster. I felt really good with him. And then next up we have Apocalypse against this Mysterio. This Mysterio was a real big pain. I've heard of some people using King Groot for that Mysterio. I don't have a King Groot ranked up though, and I heard people using Apocalypse, so I gave Apocalypse a try. Apocalypse, he worked pretty well. I was on pace to get the solo against Mysterio, and then something went wrong. I think the AI just kind of became a jerk, tried me against the wall, throwing specials at when I didn't want him to, or heavies or something. I don't know. Mysterio's AI can go crazy sometimes. He'll throw heavies when you're on the opposite side of the screen. So that fight got a little rough. I think we did it in 1 revive. It still was okay. The play style for that fight is you want to get weakness on him, and you want to get degen on him, and then you want to lock those in with the special 3, and then after that you just want to spam special 1s, get the poison, bait his special 1, throw your special 1. Once it runs out, his damage reflection. And you don't be afraid to attack Mysterio when he has that damage reflection after the L1. If he's not armor broken and he's not poisoned, then you don't have to worry, because the damage reflected is so minute because of the acid wash that you don't have to worry about it. And especially if you're using Apocalypse, he has so much health that little bit of damage that gets reflected, there's no worry. But once you get the poison on him and everything, and you're doing regular damage, then be careful. You don't want to be getting that reflected, because that can be a lot of damage. But then Rogue with Apocalypse, not really a good counter. You just kind of, again, you just kind of got to get through it. I think we took off like over half on our first run. It was pretty good. You know, the Rogue AI, it can be hit or miss. Sometimes she just won't dash back, and it's like impossible to hit into her block. Sometimes she dashes back a ton. That fight can be a bit of a pain. And then we get to the Science lane, which I used Spider-Man for, and this was my funnest lane. This was or the most fun I had on a lane. I highly recommend too. I think Spider-Gwen is the absolute best champ for this lane. I was amazed. I took my Spider-Gwen from rank 1 level 1 to rank 2 as a 6-star max level. I had to use a ton of wrong class ISO, but that's okay because she killed it. She's an absolute cheat code for Darkhawk. It's so easy. You just build to 3 Spider Sense charges, and then his specials can never touch you. Like, as long as you're not blocking. Just don't block, and she'll just auto-evade them all without fail. It's such a fun fight. It's so cheesy, and it's just so much fun, and it's so easy, too. Like, it is ridiculous. It feels like a joke. It's one of my favorite fights. And then the Rogue, as well, with Spider-Gwen, is so much fun. It's definitely harder, and it was my first time doing it, but I picked it up right away. You just want to bait her heavies and her specials, and then punish with your heavy attack. Spider-Gwen's heavy attack actually has some pretty great range, and then boom, you just get the slow up. You can throw your heavy even if she's unstoppable with brawl. It'll turn the brawl off, and you can attack her freely while she's slowed. And yeah, Spider-Gwen, she's really fun against Rogue. That's probably my favorite fight in here that I did. It was Spider-Gwen versus that Rogue. It was a lot of fun, and it worked really well. I've been sleeping on Spider-Gwen. She killed it. I was actually really impressed with her, and she did just a phenomenal job on that path. And she was pretty good versus the Grandmaster as well. Nothing crazy. Yeah, Hitmonkey was great against Grandmaster. Angela was okay against Grandmaster. Didn't have any problems. The Apocalypse versus the Grandmaster. Oh my goodness, that fight took, I think someone said it was 19 minutes, but we soloed it. That was the lane that you can only have 8 charges. It was so slow with Apocalypse, but we soloed it. So yeah, it just took forever, man. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I just wanted to let you guys know who I use, quick breakdown, so you don't have to look through all the streams. You know, if this is just the information that you're looking for, here's how I did it. And then if you want to see, you know, my fights, you can go to the streams and look. Hitmonkey and Longshot are in the first stream, and then the other 4 are in the second stream that we did for Summer of Pain. I'll link those down in the description below, so you guys can check them out if you want, if you're looking for references for the actual fight footage. But yeah, that's going to do it. And again, let me know if you guys want to see the Grandmaster guide. But yeah, that's going to do it. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate dropping a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think of my paths, if you did something different, if you recommend something else for a specific path, go ahead, let me and everyone else know down in the comment section below. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Love all you guys. Peace out.